So all you leftists,
Read
you are
the
included
Bible.
in that. Read it, because this is for you. Now, having done this podcast for the best part of 6-7 months, there's one thing I have come to realise that I didn't know before setting up the podcast. And that is that the left are the most intolerant people I have ever come across in my life. Have you found this as well, Owen?
Absolutely. Yeah, they're all about love, joy, peace.
But they don't show it to anybody other than those who agree completely with them. It's only for their little grouping. Anybody who thinks outside of the box or thinks, outside of what they believe, they are vile to you.
I think one thing that opened my eyes, if you watched some of the Charlie Kirk university debates, when he would debate those who have an opinion of a left persuasion.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can't beat Charlie Kirk in a debate.
No.
So 90% of them would just resort to, foul
Slander.
language, racist.
Yeah.
Let's have the bingo card is whipping up division, far right,
Right.
racist,
Bigot.
bigot,
Yeah.
something phobic.
Yeah.
You can't seem to have a normal conversation.
No.
And I found that with since being in politics the last 15 months, it's blew my mind with some people. Like, you just can't talk to them.
No.
There's just...
It's because I think they're so indoctrinated in their belief system that to have a conversation would be to neglect what they believe, but that's not how it works.
Yeah, and they don't want to debate because they're too afraid that their whole sort of
Theology
would come crumbling down, really.
And it probably would. And that's the sad thing, because I'm okay with those of a left-leaning, because I do... There's some things about socialism which is good. I think churches should run more on socialism than business. So there's elements that I do agree with. However, there's a difference between those who are left-leaning to those who are of the left ideology.
Yeah. I've always said I'm not left-wing, I'm not right-wing, I'm the whole bird.
Yeah.
Because, yes, there are... if you go back to the, I don't know, Bill Clinton, when was that, 80s, 90s?
90s, yeah.
His policies and his manifesto when he was running for president was about deport the illegals.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
So it's like politics back in the 80s, 90s. The left were...
Yeah.
The difference was it was the ideology was different. They
That's it.
They didn't target children, or they
No.
didn't... this whole indoctrination and what we're seeing. So, yeah, you can't have a civil debate anymore with these Nation Cymru, prime example.
You can't.
It's the most biased reporting.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you're funded by the Senedd, by the left politics, Plaid Cymru, Labour. They will put money into what will disparage the right the most.
Yeah, and what you'll find is Nation Cymru will not attack or criticise Plaid Cymru.
No.
Why? Because Plaid Cymru are in government and they fund them.
They pay their wages.
Exactly.
And then you wonder why we got biased organisations here.
I'd love to see Martin Shipton and Emily Price get a real job.
I know.
And, maybe down Tesco or,
But be with the real people.
Yeah.
Be with the people, because there are a silent majority, especially in Wales, who agree with us, but they won't speak out because of people like Nation Cymru who will annihilate them without conversation, just put up news articles about them, which are completely untrue, by the way, because the nonsense they write, they've plucked out of thin air most time.
Cancel culture. And that is what people... this is why Restore...
Yeah.
I know you said you're not there yet in terms of whether you'll support them or not, but certainly it's why hundreds of thousands of people are turning to Restore, because we're unapologetic. Rupert Lowe, the famous saying he's come up with, if someone calls you a bigot, a racist, far right, I don't care.
No, I don't care. I literally don't care. I've got Rhino Stin. Matthew, what do you think about leftists? Because you've got a wonderful mug. I don't know if you've got it with you today, but what does it say on it?
Oh yeah, my daily is a Daily Wire leftist tears.
leftist tears.
And if anyone ever cries to me about, oh, you've got a leftist tears, man, as you say, would you like to fill me up? I've never had the opportunity of doing that. I mean, maybe I will at some point, but I'm not sure. But yes, everything that I see from the left, it's diversity apart from diversity of thought.
Right.
And that's just a huge failing from, any idea. You need to be challenged. Yeah. And if you've got blinkers on, if you've got ear defenders on, and you're just doing this to the world, blah 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 blah, then it's not going to end well, is it?
No, it never does. I mean, you see these debates all the time. You know, Charlie Kirk, like you said, and there's loads of them that are doing it. And every single time, these leftists don't have anything to say. Because they haven't, and I think this is it, they've come to a conclusion without the process of thought. And so they've just done, that's right, you know, a man and man can marry each other and it's absolutely acceptable before God. Hang on, have you actually done the process of reading the Bible, finding out, researching? Have you put the blocks in place to come to that conclusion?
I think the public are waking up to find out who are the real extremists and who are the ones a threat to our democracy. Britain has turned into a laughing stock.
I know.
One thing Charlie Kirk pushed on massively in terms of the biblical story, but also in our culture today, is weak men.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, society depends on strong families, men and women.
Yeah.
But we need leaders.
Yeah, it's true.
And you can have leaders in women, and of course. But the men are, you look around at our politicians, they're just walkovers. They're weak.
Walkovers, yeah.
And as I said, Britain, we're going down a bad path, and we need people who will, like Trump, whether you love him or hate him, he's putting America first.
Yeah, he absolutely is. Why don't we have a Prime Minister that does that?
He doesn't care who he offends.
No, he
whether
doesn't.
it be Keir Starmer, whether it be any other world leaders. His prime objective is, 1, to serve the American people.
Yeah.
2, America first.
America first,
And I know Rupert Lowe, certainly if he was Prime Minister, Restore Britain is about putting Britain first. British residents, British families, and British culture, which is a Christian culture heritage, which needs to be restored.
It does.
And once that happens, we're no longer great. Excuse the Trump pun, but we're not Great Britain anymore.
No, we're not.
I would not call us Great Britain.
No, I agree. I know a lot of people are going to be up in arms, as we said now, about Trump, right? I will be doing a bit more American politics, and I think it doesn't matter what you think about Trump, right? Whether you agree with his personal life and his conduct, all that, it's irrelevant. What is he doing for his country? And that man is making a way for Americans to have their dream back, which is a country that is peaceful, thriving, not at war, and he's doing his best. And so I like Trump personally.
And you look at the amount of attacks, the guy almost lost his life. And the culture is today that if you do speak out on the left, your life is in danger.
It is, yeah. The amount of threats. Do you get threats as well?
I've had a death threat of someone
threats.
called the Executioner sent to my council email.
Wonderful.
I've had, lots. And it's got to the point where, in the future, I may have to consider...
security.
Potentially.
Yeah, I know.
Because, you don't know if people will follow through on those threats. But one thing I will say, we won't be silenced.
No.
Won't be intimidated.
No.
Our hope is in God.
It is, yeah.
And I love the verse actually where it says, Paul, the Apostle Paul says, it's better to be with the Lord than to be here.
Yeah, it's true.
So...
Our hopes in Christ. You had the scripture, didn't you?
I did actually, and I think it sums it all up because we were talking about why life is temporary, what actually matters. Yeah. And...
because as much as we talk about politics, it isn't the be-all and end-all of life.
Yeah, I'm not going to do a Russell Brand here. I've got the. I like Russell Brand.
And me, I think he's fab.
I think he's his witnessing of faith is fantastic. Yeah. But when we look around us and we see men, women, children lost, wondering what is the purpose to life, well, this sums it up, and it's in John chapter 1. It says, In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He existed in the beginning with God. God created everything through him, and nothing was created except through him. The Word gave life to everything that was created, and his life brought light to everyone. The light, which is referring to Jesus, shines in the darkness, and the darkness can never extinguish it. God sent a man, John the Baptist, to tell about the light so that everyone might believe because of his testimony. John himself was not the light, he was simply a witness to tell about the light. The one who is the true light, who gives light to everyone, was coming into the world. He came into the very world he created, but the world didn't recognize him. He came to his own people, and they rejected him. And this is the important part. It doesn't need any explanation. But to all who believed in him and accepted him, he gave the right to become children of God. They are reborn not with a physical birth resulting from human passion or plan, but a birth that comes from God. So the Word became human and made his home among us. He was full of unfailing love and faithfulness, and we have seen his glory, the glory of the Father and the only Son.
So all you leftists,
Read
you are
the
included
Bible.
in that. Read it, because this is for you.
It doesn't matter. Politics is ultimately, when it comes down to things, is irrelevant. Life is irrelevant. What matters is your hope and trust, and where that is placed, whether that is in earthly things and temporary things like possessions, or if it's in the one true living and reigning King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
Absolutely, Jesus. So don't look to left, don't look to right. Look up, Britain.